Cheers, dear.
Today's a special day.
It is a special day. This is our 13th wedding anniversary. We've actually been together for almost 18 years
18
now.
years in November.
So we were just feeling a little nostalgic today, so we thought we would have a little less pen focus, a little more Brian and Rachel focus today.
We get a lot of questions, even though we have a little bit on our website, how this company started or how we met.
Mm-hmm.
It's not typical for a husband and wife to run a business together.
It happens.
It does. It's pretty rare. Not all spouses work well together.
Yeah, most of the time when I say, oh yeah, we work together, most people are like, I specifically couldn't work with my spouse. And you may feel that way, but for us, telling a little bit of our story, you'll see that it wouldn't be able to happen any other way.
That's true.
Rachel and I actually grew up in different parts of the state. We were about 2 hours apart.
In Virginia.
And we met as high school seniors. We tried out for something called Virginia Honors Choir.
It's kind of like All-State. Well, we did All-State as well, but it's another one.
We were both singers, still are. And we met. It was this competition amongst high school seniors. And those who kind of made the cut, got to go to this event in Hot Springs, Virginia.
Soprano 2.
Yeah, it's called the Homestead, if you've ever heard of that. The hotel is older than our country. So,
I had the highest score in the state for my voice parts.
I didn't, but I still made it.
But you made the cut.
So and it was just one of these, kind of saw each other from across the room, kind of, gooey romantic stories. We met each other there, really hit it off.
In the bowling alley of the resort.
Traded instant messenger accounts and emails.
No, you didn't have instant messenger right away. It was
No?
just email.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Just email
That's
and
right.
phone. And I remember when I got home, the 4-hour drive, whatever it was, got home. And actually had a date with a different person that I'd already scheduled that night. But
It was
after
like competition, okay.
No, it wasn't. It was completely platonic. And then I came back home and I had an email from Brian. I was like, oh, okay. He followed up.
I wanted to
All
lock
right.
that thing down.
You didn't wait the 3 days. You just
No way. And I was I recognized immediately what a good thing she was. And not a thing, but what a good situation we had. And I did not leave her side for those 3 days.
Clingy.
I was a bit clingy.
I got the message.
No, I just needed to be there so that you could not forget. But there was other guys there who were interested in you, so I knew I had to be the one.
Anyway,
I was
so got home, got an email. So I wrote back, and he wrote back, and I wrote back, and we emailed for a while. Then we started talking on the phone. It was back in 2001. I did have a cell phone because I had a job and everything. I had to pay for my own cell phone.
Yep.
Had to wait till after 9 p.m. to get those minutes.
Oh, that's right, because you had nighttime minutes on your cell phone.
And we were long distance.
Long distance too.
So we couldn't call from the landline either.
Oh, we had a couple of phone calls where we called it 8:58. But it would
and
charge
then talk for 5 hours.
But it would charge the entire call as daytime minutes. Oh yeah, I had some discussions with our parents about that.
So we did long distance for our senior year of high school. We started dating. We knew 2 weeks in. I was like, he's the one.
Oh yeah.
I knew he was completely different than. It was the confidence. The confidence is what stuck out because most 17-year-old guys are not selfish or have confidence.
They don't know what they're doing.
So that's how I knew. So we did long distance. We went to separate colleges for the first year.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Virginia Tech. I went to Mary Washington. I had a lot of health issues my senior year of high school. Mary Washington ended up being a last-minute decision for me. My mom went there.
Safety plan,
it wasn't my first choice. It wasn't even my second choice, but it just,
It was just a choice.
Well, it's how the life situations and, my family situations and things worked out. So I went there, and I was not happy at all. And he was at Virginia Tech, and I was like,
hey,
well,
that's pretty cool.
I went to go visit him, and I was like, this is an awesome school, and it's so different. Mary Washington is so small.
Very small.
I want to say 3,000 some people at the time.
About there.
Virginia Tech was 28, 27,
30,
20,
something like
20
that.
something thousand. Way different. Mary Washington is predominantly female. Virginia Tech majority male.
Slightly more male, yeah.
60-40. So I looked at, okay, do I really want to stay here and be long distance for 4 more years? I wanted to change majors. I was unhappy with what I was doing. I was a music and computer science double major. And I don't know.
Typical story.
Story. I've changed majors so many times. So I realized I wanted to go to Virginia Tech. Not just for him, although let's be honest. But it's one of those things I never even looked at Virginia Tech in high school because I knew I wanted to be a music major, and I was like, why would I go to a tech, why would I go there?
Yeah.
They're not known for music or anything. But then I decided I didn't want to major in music, so it all worked out. So I ended up going to community college in between because my credits transferred better. And then we ended up at Virginia Tech sophomore year together.
Ta-da.
So then we're like, all right, we've been long distance for 2 years now. Let's see what being together actually every day looks like.
Yeah.
And you were
Will we actually like each other if we see each other every day?
Well, he was in the Corps Cadets at Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in it's like a military program within the college.
Yeah. So I had the hindsight haircut, and I had to wear a uniform.
We couldn't have
we couldn't have PDA.
No, we couldn't even hold hands out in public. I had to at best
walk around the campus like this.
Or we took a music appreciation class together, and we held hands under the table.
After we've been dating for 2.5 years.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's really silly, but we did what we had to do.
Lots of self-control, lots of perseverance.
So then, partway through sophomore year, then you proposed.
Yes.
And it was in
the
snow.
For those of you who are familiar with Virginia Tech, we proposed at the pylons on top of Memorial Chapel overlooking the drill field. It's very iconic. If you Google Virginia Tech, you'll pretty much see that picture.
The scene.
In the snow. It was pretty well coordinated.
We were
not easy to coordinate, but it happened.
In hindsight, we were so young. We were 19.
19?
I know. He, in order to afford my ring.
Oh, God. This is a good story. In order to afford the ring, so I didn't realize,
we picked out the ring together over winter break. Your sister had just gotten married.
Yeah.
Your grandfather was on his
deathbed, basically.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, he really was. And that's the
Very
moment that
time.
we realized I was more than just a girlfriend to him. I was really part of the family.
Yeah.
So we picked out a ring together. We
ring.
were dumb. We didn't know that they have a sale all the time. We got duped into, it's on sale. You got to get it now.
We were 19.
But he went up. He got my dad's blessing, all the traditional stuff.
And then
he didn't have a car, so the ring was shipped to our local store near the campus because we went back to school.
Yeah.
I had to drive him to the mall or he had to borrow my
get the ring.
to borrow my car.
So she knew I had the ring.
I knew he had the ring, and I was getting really, really antsy.
Rachel likes to know what's going on too.
What I was going to say is, in order to afford it, he had to ride your bike to the bank with quarters in your pocket.
So I thought I would get financing on the ring because I didn't know anything about debt or anything. Still don't like it. Turns out I didn't buy an expensive enough ring to even qualify for the financing. So I thought I had 6 months to pay off the ring, and I had 30 days. So I literally had to ride my bike on a Saturday before the bank closed with all of my quarters for my laundry to keep from overdrafting on my bank account for her ring.
Didn't
so
tell me.
So it was literally everything I had at the time.
And that's why I love my ring. It's okay, we were 19. It was literally all you could afford.
Yeah, that's right.
And I had to help him with laundry.
So
here, I'll buy your quarters.
So we've been through some stuff. We were together almost 5 years before we got married, after we graduated.
Yeah.
And after we got married, to fast forward the story just a little bit, we were in our first apartment, had very little money. We had an old CRT television that was from 1984, the year I was born. It was my parents' TV.
Rabbit ears.
With rabbit ears, and we had a VHS tape player, which at the time in 2006 was kind of outdated. So we would record whatever TV shows we wanted to watch on a tape player.
4.5 channels.
And one of the shows was the New Yankee Workshop, which got my woodworking juices flowing, which then I decided I wanted to do woodworking on our balcony, which led to pen turning, which led to this business, really. So
we'll tell more of that story in a part 2.
Yeah, but that's we're a little nostalgic here today.
Tell about more of those early days of what it was like being newly married and trying to get this business off the ground, and then having a baby and
that's right.
all of that. So we'll share the origin story of Goulet pens.
And it's crazy. Yesterday I realized that at this time now, we've been married 13 years. As much time has passed from when we were married to now as to when our son, from now until he'll be the age that we were when we got married. So we're at the halfway point.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of a weird halfway point, but still.
No.
Yeah. 13 years. He'll be 22.
Wow.
Crazy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed a little backstory into Brian and Rachel. Hope you have a wonderful Monday. Thanks so much for watching. And
Right on.
Right on.